What impact then is all of this having on Indian domestic politics? But more importantly, how is it playing out in the Ministry of External Affairs that has to handle the delicate task of managing Indo-US relations in the age of Trump? Who better to answer that than my colleague and diplomatic affairs editor, Geeta Mohan. She has a news show, World Today, up at 10:30 every night. You've got to watch that. But Geeta, this is now getting to be a bit strange, if I may use the word, and that's a word I'm using politely, because every day a statement comes out of Washington and it sets off a firestorm in India with no evidence on the table yet of $21 million being given for election funding. So we're actually debating an issue without even the money trail known to anyone else. MEA, ministries after ministries are getting tangled in it. What does the MEA have to say?
Well, absolutely, Rajiv. The fact that there is no fixed money trail that we can really look at to assess where did that money come from and did that money come to India at all. This is domestic politics of the United States of America, Donald Trump playing to his constituency. USAID and the entire controversy revolving USAID had nothing to do with Bangladesh or India per se. It had to do with the fact that there was money being used, disbursed to various countries, projects that were of no use to America. And that's where it started from, after which there were statements that were made. If you ask me, Ministry of External Affairs did make a statement because there was an official statement made by none other than President of the United States of America. Should they have reacted so early on without having looked into the details?
Hold on, where was the official statement? Donald Trump has made remarks, right? But those remarks, as of now, are not backed by any hard evidence.
But it's a statement by the president.
So does he...
If Rajdeep, if it was a statement in media reports, then MEA says these are media reports, speculative, we shall not respond. But when the head of state or a minister says something, then that's official statement. They reacted, but should they have waited to see the documents? I think they should have waited.
You know, just to ask you that, the documents are there in the public domain. It's not as if USAID is some, slush fund that's operating. Because, the way it's being portrayed can damage Indo-US relations if today we start suggesting, as even the External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar, seemed to suggest that these are somewhere, serious enough charges that USAID acts, we expect them to act in good faith. Are we questioning the funding that's coming in through USAID, which is used by various projects in this country?
No, but a lot of it was not in public domain, and a lot of it has been archived, but quite a bit of it we've not been able to really see.
But it is documented, right?
It is documented. It is for sure documented.
Government to government.
It is government to NGOs too.
But the government has to know where the money is going, surely.
Absolutely.
I mean, it will come through the Reserve Bank of India.
Because there's accountability. They have to know. They have to know where the money is going, how it is going, and the reason why Indian government has said, according to them, these are the projects, which is agriculture, welfare, and health, but nothing to do with elections.
So what do you expect, therefore, the MEA to do now? Will they ask for a response from Washington, or will they go through the documents? What are MEA's options?
I think Dr. Jaishankar has already made it clear that they are going to look at the fact that this is what has been accounted for by the Indian administration. And if there are details and the president is saying things like money was sent for elections, then they would seek more details.
Okay, we'll wait and see what those details are. Geeta Mohan, for telling us why the MEA finds itself in a bit of a bind on this. Thank you very much for joining me.